Hey y'all, welcome to episode 32 of Figuring It Out with Renee. Pride Month is here! Welcome and thank you so much for the privilege of your time. Time is one of those things that we all wish we had more of, so you choosing to tune in is truly my privilege. Yesterday, I began my day by reading for a bit and then walking in support of the Trevor Project's 51-mile Pride Ride. I've committed to walking 51 miles in June to raise money and build awareness for the Trevor Project. An LGBTQ young person has at least one accepting adult in their life, they are 40% less likely to attempt suicide. That means loving, supporting, and encouraging message can be life saving. Contributions from kind hearted people like you help LGBTQ young people feel accepted and celebrated for who they are. In support of all the amazing things they do to help LGBTQ youth and their families, I think that beginning Pride Month this way is certainly fitting. Look, it's clear there are politicians working to earn their bones by attacking the LGBTQ community, especially attacking trans youth. For whatever reason, they find us an easy target, and we're not going away. The more we're persecuted, the more we'll rise together and grow. Look, it's not new. Bigots and haters are always going to be here. That's just the way it is. Does that mean we stop advocating? Heck no. Does it mean we're less than? Absolutely not. And we won't be defined by someone else's misunderstanding or refusal to accept who we are. In support of Pride, and I've been waiting for June 1st to get here, I hung our new Pride flag out in front of our house in Parma Heights. You see, our visibility in the community helps normalize our existence in the world. States can pass all the don't say gay bills they want. We are not going anywhere. My therapist calls it the contact hypothesis. Now, Wiki says the contact hypothesis suggests that intergroup contact under appropriate conditions can effectively reduce prejudice between majority and minority group members. I like it. It feels good. It makes sense to me. I thought a lot about what they meant by appropriate conditions. And what I settled on, at least for me, is that it means non-confrontational. When I lose my temper and argue with someone, there's little chance anyone's mind is going to change. When I dehumanize another person by calling them names, I'm in essence reducing myself to their level. Sure, I may feel good for a second or two, yet in reality, both me and my opponent only dig in deeper to our own positions. And honestly, I'm done hating on religion and churches who can't see their way to affirm the LGBTQ community. That's on them. It makes a lot more sense for me to accept there is always going to be haters and bigots, and from a place of strength and unity and love, continue to move forward. Our lives depend on it. My life depends on it. Here's what I mean. Radical self-acceptance puts us in a place where we can shine and live our lives authentically. You see, self-acceptance is defined as the act or state of accepting oneself. The act or state of understanding and recognizing one's own abilities and limitations. Radical self-acceptance is the ability to accept situations that are outside our control without judging them or us. See, our ability to create vision and purpose and value for ourselves is not dependent on those who don't support us. It depends on us, on our outlook, our initiative, our desires. Sure, it's hard. And no, I'm not saying we shouldn't continue to work on supporting legislators and leaders who support us. Equality and the Equality Act is a human rights issue. And yes, politics is a particular arena we're seeing being used against us today, but it's as much a heart issue as it is a political issue. What I am saying is, living our authentic lives is the most important thing we can do for ourselves and our community. Can it be discouraging? Oh, it absolutely is, without a doubt. And that's why community is so important. That's why pride celebrations, like we're going to see throughout the month, are so important. Can I tell you a story? May I? You've probably heard it before. It's a story about this young dude named David and this giant named Goliath. I think it's worth retelling here, so hang in there with me for a minute. You know, David was this young, wide-eyed kid who showed up at this battle while delivering supplies for his brother. He was excited to watch the battle, and he knew God was with his people and they were going to win. Goliath, the giant, was taunting the people. This guy was mean, big, and vicious. Everyone was afraid of him. His size, stature, and big mouth had everyone on edge. And after listening to him disparage and abuse everyone within earshot for days, lots of people were beginning to buy into the narrative he was spewing. Sound familiar? The king at the time, you remember Saul, right? He was trying to entice people to step up and fight Goliath. I'll tell you what, there was no line to stand in for that challenge. Saul even promised the family of the one who defeated Goliath that they would never pay taxes again. Sweet deal, huh? Although I'm not sure most young men give it that much thought. The other thing that Victor got was the king's daughter in marriage. Now that was something worth fighting for. All right, wait a minute. Before all my women's rights friends start to hate on me, I didn't write this story. I'm just retelling it, okay? Anyway, David is chatting it up with some of the guys in the army who wants to hear all about the rewards the victor's going to get. Then his brothers show up. Family, you got to love them. And they're dogging him because he's just a kid, and what are you even doing here anyway? You just want to see what real men do for a living. Well, his oldest bro gave him a really hard time. I know how conceited you are and how wicked your heart is. You just came down to watch the battle. David didn't pay much attention and went on to talk to someone else. He wanted to hear about the rewards. Well, you know how the story goes, right? David kills the giant, and even though he didn't even own a sword, cuts Goliath's head off. Everyone freaks out, and the battle ensues, and Israel wins. Yay! All because David was courageous enough to pursue the prize and take on the challenge. It began because he showed up and didn't listen to the naysayers, some of which were his own brothers. And David won because he was on the right side and was doing the right thing. See, it doesn't matter if you're young or old, rich or poor, educated or not. You matter. You can do great things. You have incredible value. And sometimes just showing up is the best place to begin. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know I love you, and I value you, and I think the world of you. If you're new to my audience, welcome, and know that you are loved and valued and oh so precious. I want the best for all of you, but more importantly, I want to help you get to where you're going. That's why I'm launching Figuring It Out, a group coaching experience for LGBTQ plus professionals. We'll work together to create radical self-acceptance so you can do work that matters, grow confident relationships, and regain faith in yourself and your dreams. What will it look like once you experience radical self-acceptance? How about listening to comments or criticisms and they just don't affect you anymore because you know who you are and recognize your value? How about putting out positive energy that makes you a magnet for attracting people and build strong relationships? How about feeling open to possibilities and exploring the vision of your future? How about getting clear on your values and goals and learning how to live them authentically? And even confidently searching for the job or career you love, going after promotions and knowing that your voice has value and it deserves to be heard. We're going to begin this journey together this month in honor of Pride and in honor of you. If you want to come along or learn more, reach out via Messenger or DM and let's chat. And if you would, remember to like this video, comment, subscribe, and share. Did you have incredible value just the way you are? You are capable of amazing things. And if you want to begin clearing that path to get there, I can help. Let's remove the clutter and get you on the path you deserve. Reach out and schedule a consult. Let's talk about how figuring it out can help you get to your destination. I'm thinking about y'all today. You are valued. You are loved. You are oh so precious. And you matter. And remember, life's too short. Be kind. Do good. We'll talk soon.